Okay, guys, we are live. Hi, Mom. Hi, Deborah. I don't know if you're still here, Mom, but you were a little early. Let me do let's hide this. So my thing that I have my camera on, I think something snapped or something. It won't stay up as high as it should be. Let's go back to comments. Hey, Sean, I got your email just before. Okay, so everybody can hear me. There's not too much of an echo or shenanigans going on. Thanks, Sean. Okay. So we are here tonight and we're going to do Hi Peg. I called this one Sales Are in Bloom because I'm going to use a couple of the sets, the bundles that I have that are on sale. Big news. We just have a couple things to go over. Oops, and that's the wrong paper. Where is my stick-it note? Here we go. Post-it note. So I'm sure most of y'all saw that the last chance list went out yesterday. Hi, Vicki. Good. Sounds good. Awesome. Hey, Darlene. So yeah, retired list came out yesterday and everything is while supplies last. I think the thing that I am surprised about, and I'm not really surprised, I should have known, but normally the stamps, they will continue to make the stamps through the end of the catalog, like through May 2nd. I guess with all the supply problems, because, you know, they've had some back orders on stamps because of raw materials, like trying to get the stuff to make the stamps because they do make their own. But this year, stamps are while supplies only. So once they're gone, they're gone. Ladybug class, I just posted a link to a sign-up sheet for Ladybug class, Ladybug card class. I'm running that very similar to my Cactus Cuties. So there'll be an option to, you can use a host code and buy these 4 things and get the class for free, or you can just sign up for it and get the packet for free. But you still need your own Ladybug bundle, Brights Designer Series paper pack, which is why I jumped. I wasn't going to make this available till April, but I put it out today because that is on the retired list and it's discounted. So that's a little bit of a savings for you. So you need that, Ladybug, Brights, Black Matte Dots, and Wink of Stella. You're going to use all that stuff. So all the information, I think I posted it to Facebook and I just got my blog updated. So it's out there. The other thing is catalogs. I have to finalize my list for catalogs by next week. I'm doing it by the 29th because we have to have our list finalized by the 31st, and I'm not trying to wait last minute on that. If you have purchased anything from me in the last year, like since last May 1st, you're going to get a catalog. I'm either going to hand deliver it or mail it to you. If you have not purchased anything, you can still view it online when it goes online on May 3rd. Or, hey, Rose, you didn't miss me. I'm right here live, Rose, with you. So you can still view it online when it comes out, or you can buy one for $5. So, you know, I only put them for free for the people that have ordered. So that's that. Sunday, Crafty Zoom this Sunday, free to Zoom with us. We're going to do it 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock Eastern time. Rose is going to be there. Sean's going to be there. A couple other people. There's only like maybe 5 or 6 that signed up. So all I need you to do is email me at ToniStamps. Let's go to my banners page. Email me right here if you want to join on the Zoom. And I will send that link out Saturday night. I'm not going to post the link because my page and my blog are, you know, viewable by the public, and I don't want any creeps getting our Zoom. So not doing that. So I'm going to send it to you Saturday night. So let's get rid of this. Go back here and okay, Rose, Marilyn wants to Zoom. So, okay, I just have to figure out, I think I have her email, but I did add her to the list. So, all right. So today, like I said, sales are in bloom. I'm going to use a couple different bundles that I have. Seascape, which is retiring. Boo. But I'm going to get over it. You know, I have like 3 other Sea Life sets. Sue, yes, I will add you to the list. Let me make a new list. I just threw that sticky away. So where's my scratch paper? for today. All right, email. So say Crafty Zoom, and it is this Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern time. So add Marilyn and Sue. Okay, cool. Doot. So yeah, we're gonna do Seascape, Art Gallery, and Hydrangea because those are all bundles that are part of the sale, and I haven't used them for a while. The Art Gallery and the Hydrangea, I think they are at the bundle price, which they're not in the current catalog. So the fact that they brought them back for this promotion as a bundle and then discount on top, like that's a good deal. So yeah, Rose, you're devastated about the tasteful labels. I got a lot of dies that retired. Not so much stamp sets, but I don't know how that happened. Ugh, but either way. All right, so let's go down here to my desk. So I wanted to show you how I use sketch layouts with card making, with, just general card making. So you may know I'm with this group. Let me put the banner up here. The Build Your Stash Holiday Card Makers. And here is their blog. So every month, the ringleader, Crystal, puts out a sketch. And we are required, as our commitment, we have to make 2 cards each month with whatever sketch it is. And then post them on the blog, to our Facebook, to, Instagram, whatever. But I like to save these sketches just to use just generally for other card making because they're great sketches. I think she comes up with these herself and she always does an amazing job. So I print it out every month. I print it out, full sheet of paper. And that's probably wasteful, but who cares? So this is what we're going to use tonight. So we're going to use, I've picked 3 different sketches that I really like for whatever reason, and we're going to pair them with our different bundles that we're using. So even though, the intent of this group is all about getting your Christmas cards made like throughout the year, we do a couple every month. I mean, any sketch, you turn it into any theme. All you're going to do is, change the papers, change the color, change whatever you're putting on there. So that's why I really like sketches anyway, just as a good like design tool. So this is the first one. This is sketch 14. This was from last year, a couple months. So right now we're in 20. So this was 6 months ago. So the way she lines it out is, so we've got a full card base here, 4 1/4 by 5. Then we're going to have a layer, 4 by 5 1/4. Actually, let me get my papers situated. And I can go through, and I think I already said we're going to use Seascape. Let's put that there. So you cut your papers according to the sketch. So card base, we've got Balmy Blue, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored in half. Then I've got my white for the inside, 4 by 5 1/4. Now I've got this layer. So she just gives the measurements. As with any sketch, actually, let me get this banner out of the way. I can put that up again later so you can see the whole sketch. So with any sketch, if you're just getting the measurements, this can be cardstock, plain. It can be embossed. It can be stamped. It can be designer series paper. It can be whatever you want. So in this case, I'm using some of the papers from the Peaches pack, but I'm going to use the orange and blue sides, like dots and stripes. So 4 by 5 1/4, I've got that. Then my layers over here, I'm using Calypso Coral. So we've got 1 1/2 by 5 1/4, and then with 1 3/4 by 5 1/4 matte. So that means, let me see, line it up. It's not going to have, they're both 5 1/4 inch tall. So there's not going to be any, it's going to be top to bottom, same. There'll be no like layer there. So that's going to go, let me bring this back in. That's going to go here. And I'm going to do a little bit of stamping on these pieces too. Then we've got this piece down here, 4 by 1 1/2, and then 4 by 1 3/4 matte. So she likes a 1/4 inch matte size. Now here's another thing about sketches. If you don't like the measurements or something, I mean, this is just a general idea. If you don't like 1/4 inch borders, you make yours an 1/8 inch or 3/16, whatever you want. Oops, I need to put comments back up so I can see you guys. Yep, sketches are patterns. Exactly. So, I mean, I like a 1/4 inch border. Most of the times I use an 1/8, but I like them. Um, then we've got 2 1/4. So this 2 1/4 inch square. So that's what I've got here. I also went and cut a 2-inch square, I think. Yep, 2-inch square and embossed it. So I'm going to double layer like this. So you have freedoms like that. With the sketch, you can also turn it. If you wanted to do your design this way, you can do it that way. If you want to turn it this way, do it that way. So I really like this. So let's get to our stamping part. So I need Balmy Blue and Calypso Coral. And I'm going to try to keep this like, let me see, right there. You can still see it. Okay. Balmy Blue and Calypso Coral. Balmy Blue, Calypso Coral. Okay. So I'm going to have, my idea is putting this together. I want to have some, and the fact that these are not necessarily like underwater colors does not matter to me. So I want to do some, I'm going to do the little things here. What is this? Like seaweed. Just going to do a couple of these. Ooh, nice and dark. And actually I'm going to make that go up a little bit more. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, those could be flames too. I just realized that. Nice. All right, I need my cleaning spray. But you know, when you do have a sketch, I mean, it really just makes your, it makes things go so quick. Like all you have to do is pick out your papers or, you know, what stamp you want to use. All right, put that there. Then I want to get, and actually let's just go ahead and glue it on. Nope, more fish. I want to use the seaweed, or not the seaweed. What is this thing? The coral. So I'm going to have blue coral. And let's do right here. Now I want to hold my layer up over top just to see like what's peeking out. So I want to do a little bit more of right over there. All right, let's do it right there. But you see, I wouldn't want to do a whole bunch right here because it's going to get covered up. Okay. Ooh, this is coming together nice. All right, now this one, I've decided I want this embossed bit. Hey, Gail, I want this embossed bit to stick out a little bit more. So I'm going to do the old put my ink pad right on it. And, oh, so it's stuck. Nice. All right, now that, so this bark folder really looks like water waves. This is going to dry up. Don't worry that it seems a little dark right now. I know that. I agree that it seems dark, but it'll be fine. All right, let's put that over to the side. So we've got that piece. I want some little fishes here in the blue. So this is all going to be tone on tone. And then I want to clean those fish because I also want to put them on my coral piece. And then have little bubbles. And then I'm going to stamp some of the bigger fish and hand cut those. All right, let's go over here. More fish. Oh, whoopsie. Not blue. Calypso. So Gail, we're using sketches tonight. The sketches that I normally do for the that holiday group that I'm in, holiday card makers. Ooh, nice. All right, now let's add some bubbles. And my bubbles are going to be everywhere because you don't know what's lurking at the bottom of the ocean there. Now I'll put my Calypso away for a minute and let's add some bubbles here. Ooh, yeah. All right, bubbles, 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 bubbles. Okay. I think that's enough. All right, so we've got these layers. Trying to follow our sketch here. No, I didn't put anything here. I need to, because I don't want that to be left out. All right. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to put more coral. So this is going to come across here and then have that there. So that could definitely use some coral and some fishies. So let me clean this off. Now you could have done flowers, you know, anything really. I just wanted to use the seascape again. All right, and we're going to do this right on here. Now I chose these patterns because I like the stripes and the dots together. Ooh, yeah, I want that just all filled up. I like it. The greeting, I'm undecided yet. I know I want to do at least 2 fish, one blue and one calypso. All right, let's fold this. So we're going to assemble all of this and then have the fish at the end. All right, let's put our stamped layer on. Now, if you wanted, normally I would put like a white layer. Hey, Cindy. Normally I might put a white layer around here, but I like it. I like all the tone on tone. And the sketch, I mean, easy. So what I recommend is going to the blog, the Build Your Stash Holiday Card Makers blog, and I'll put that link up again. And actually, I'm going to add the link when I update Facebook and YouTube and my blog, and I will have the link to their website or their blog, because it's just a good resource. And if you don't want to print the sketches like I do, you don't have to. You can just go and cruise their website and find one that you like and use it. But for me, because I use it at least like 2 or 3 times a month when I'm making my cards for our, you know, our blog posts that we do, I like to have it printed out. Just because for me, it's a quick way to find what I'm looking for. Rose, I know you're cringing with my glue usage, but that's okay. All right. Nice. All right, now here's another thing. If you want to pop stuff up, pop it up. I'm probably going to pop up my fish, but these layers I'm putting on straight-ish and flat. Trying to keep it straight. Okay, so you see how it's coming together and kind of matching our sketch. Now this part is over top, so I'm going to put this layer down first. Now these 3 things down here, this can be, in my case, I'm going to make it gems. It could be anything you want. It was just 3 things. It could have been little flowers. It could have been little like gems. It could have been ribbon, anything. All right, so I'm going to put this down. And I mean, some of that good seaweed is getting covered up, but that's how it goes. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. So it's already, you can already tell it's starting to lighten up. I love a sketch. And that blog is good. They have a Facebook group too. But the blog is good to just cruise through. And I mean, you see so many ideas for, you know, I mean, it's Christmas, but like I said, you can change it to anything. Okay, so this is how it's going to be like there. I think I'm probably going to pop this up. But now I want to add this big fish. Oh, you know what? Let's put this on the inside. Before I forget. You know, I'm really surprised, for those of you that are demonstrators or in the know, I'm really surprised we haven't had a color change this year. Helen, yeah, 3 fish. Yep. 3 fish will work. And odd number's always good, right? Yep. Okay, let's bring in a piece of white. And I'm just going to cut a bit off there. Okay, so let's do 3 fish. Let's put this here. And some of them I want them to go the opposite way. So some, the eyeball is going to be like going the opposite or like upside down. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stamp and cut 2 of each. So 2 coral and 2 balmy. And then we'll see which ones I want. Because I don't know which, you know, I don't know how it's going to turn out. All right. Okay, and now I will stamp a greeting when I'm ready. All right, now let's hand cut. There are dies with this. They cut some fish that are smaller. And I have done, like, cut those out of glimmer paper before. Like this shimmery or shiny rainbow. You know, I wanted to use some rainbow glimmer paper before, and I thought we still had that in the catalog. And I could not find it. I was looking for that last week. Because whatever I was doing, I really thought it would be nice with the rainbow. Oops, I cut part of his mouth. That's fine. All right. So who that has seen, has everybody seen the retirement list yet? And if so, what is your most upsetting thing that is being retired? Rosa said it was the Tasteful Labels dies, which I can understand. Those, I've used those a lot this year. I mean, this year and last year, haven't we had those for like 2 years? I mean, that was just such a good all-around generic set. I was surprised that I was not like having a panic. I was very excited and nervous yesterday when it came out. But then once I saw it, I was like, oh, okay. Not that big a deal. Peg, the print is so tiny. So Peg, somebody changed the PDF and made a large print version. And I shared that last night on my Toni's stamping and sharing group. So PDF, go over there and look for it. I uploaded a PDF and an Excel spreadsheet because I had the same problem. I could not read it. And I don't know why they do that. But I made it, I couldn't even read it with my glasses. So I printed it out. And I mean, I can read this. This is the large print version. So, and I don't know how many pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like 5 pages. And that looks, you know, good enough that you can read. So go ahead and look for that. So Rose, you say Art in Bloom. Right, Sean, the rainbow glimmer paper is there. Okay, well that means I just can't find it in my stash. So Vicky, Stitch So Sweetly dies. You're right. I feel like I used those a lot when they first came out, and then I didn't use them as much. But they were good. I like the little scallopy rectangles because we don't have that anywhere else. And then Rose, yep, Art and Bloom. That's another one. I feel like I didn't use that hardly enough. I did like, that's the one that has the embossing folder that cuts, right? I think that was the one that I did that the first time and realized it does make cut marks in your embossing folder. And I do not like that. So I only used that twice. And then, yep, rainbow glimmer paper is in the, oh, it is being discontinued. Okay. See, I didn't even catch that. I have not even read through the entire list. I just went through and looked at like, which stamp sets and dies do I have that are going away? So yeah, that means I do have the rainbow paper somewhere. I just have to find it. Because I do keep all of my rainbow, like all the glitter papers and foil I keep because you never know when those are going to come in handy. And then let me see. Yep. Sean, every year you think the retirement list sucks. Yeah. It seemed like it hurt more 20 years ago, like when we first started and we didn't have, like it seemed like every year more than half of our what we needed to demonstrate with was retired. That was always upsetting. But I don't know if it was, just now that I'm just like, you know what? If it goes, it goes. There'll be something else coming. Ooh, and how about the new in colors? Oh, so when I first saw them, I was like, not a fan of so many blues because A, blue is not my favorite color. But B, I just couldn't, I just didn't know why they would do that. Why have so many shades of blue? Um, yeah, Helen, the paper's on sale. Oh, so you're saying the glimmer paper's on sale? Yeah, I gotta look and see where mine is. Otherwise, I might want to get another pack of that. But I was surprised at two shades of blue. First came out, what they did, Starry Sky, and then I can't remember which one. Oh, Tahitian Tide. I do like Tahitian Tide. That's more like a or turquoise, I think. I think this is gonna be. I know I'm doing two things at once here. I think I'm gonna do. This one's gonna have to be upside down. So I think I'm gonna do two here, and then this one. I guess I could have them all facing the same way. Yeah, they can do this, and then I'll have a little thanks. Yeah, but when the third blue came out, the Orchid Oasis, I thought, come on, three blues. But then it looks more purple in the catalog. Sue, you don't think an upside down fish, it looks dead? You're funny. Yeah, Rose, I agree. Rose says we really need cinnamon cider. I agree. I think that's a good brown. And I just decided I'm going to glue this on flat and pop all of the fish up. So you really think an upside down fish would mean it's dead? That's true. That's like Goldie when she died. Although she wasn't upside down. She was just like flipped over, like floating. All right, let's get some dimensionals. Actually, you know what? The more I think about it, the thing that hurts my feelings the most is gilded gems. So gilded gems and like some of the other gems, like the blue ones that I'm going to use right now, the blue adhesive back sequins. I think the accessories is really what's going to give me heartburn the most, just because I like all the doodads and the bling. The ribbon, I can take it or leave it. But the blingy bling, I like it. All right, let's do that, and then this guy can be close to this one. They can be besties. Nice. Okay, now let's get those blue adhesive back gems that I am talking about. But yeah, gilded gems. Oh, my favorite. Holiday rhinestones, Vicky. Are you going to miss those? I like those because there's like different colors in them. Here we go. Ooh, don't I have an open pack of those? Yikes. I would have hoped so. Nope. Okay, I guess I'm opening those, which is fine. Okay. I really like these because of the light and the dark. Oh, look at that. I do have a partial. All right. Ooh, yeah. So I guess I'm going to use the lights and they're all the same size, which is fine. But this is where we're bringing in these three things. So dot. Oh, now Gail, I wanted to show you. So you said something a couple weeks ago. You're like, you don't understand how I use this thing. I use it, it seems like you were holding it like this, like a paddle maybe, and like jamming it under here. I hold mine like a pencil, and I slide just the corner part right under. Like I'm not trying to flick it off. I'm trying to like just slide till I feel the glue, and then wiggle a little bit, and then it pops off. So it's just hanging on just a teeny little bit. Actually, let's get there. So you see I've kind of like jammed it between the glue dot. That's not normal, but that's what I'm doing. It's just kind of like sliding it under so I can lift it off of the sheet. All right, and then let's put that there. Ooh, I love it. I love it, love it. Now, actually, you know what? I think I'm going to leave a greeting off because the greeting in this set is like, thanks. What did I do with the stamp set already? Oy, and I got to hurry. It's like 8:30. Okay. I have no idea what I did with the stamp set. But I think the only thing in it was thanks, and then there was a long greeting. Oh, here it is. Thank you, or I'm here for you always. But I think I want to put like a happy birthday or a hello there. So I'm just going to do that later, like before I take the pictures. But you get the idea. So again, here was our sketch, and this is what I turned it into. So we've got the square bit here, which I decided to double layer. And then these three added. It's fine. But the general design, I love it. Okay. And you know what I just thought of? We could Wink a Stella that too. Wink a Stella's always good. Okay, let me put these out of the way. Okay, next. This was a sketch from, this is this month's sketch that we're working with. I'm pretty sure, 20. Yep. She doesn't put dates on them. She numbers them. So yeah, Gail, easy for me. No, I'm serious. I think it's just like pressure and like how you like try to I just use the corner of it. So anyway, give it a whirl. All right, so sketch 20, and again, you can find this on, let me show their blog again. Hippo dies, Helen. I never got the hippo dies. I was not into those. Let me see. Okay, so this is the BYSH. So that stands for Build Your Stash Holiday Card Makers. .blogspot.com. So this is that's where I get all my sketches. This is the monthly group that I'm doing, or that I'm part of, where we make our Christmas cards. So just make a note of that. Go check it out, because they have all good ideas. Okay, back to this. So sketch 20. So again, we've got, it says here, 4 by 5 1/4. 4 by 5 1/4 with 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch mat. So to me, that means a card, regular, like a medium card. So I've got fresh freesia here, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. Fold that in half. That gives us our 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 size. Then this time I'm using the, what paper is this? The pansies. So I got the paper, but not the stamp set. So I'm just using all the paper. So I'm using this gingham, which I love that. And I'm not going to stamp on it this time. So this 4 by 5 1/4. Then we've got 2 more mats. 2 3/4. Again, I'm using designer paper. 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And then 3 by 4 1/2. So I just picked a different pattern from this paper pack, and I know these aren't pansies, or not pansies. I'm using this with the hydrangea set. I know these aren't hydrangea. That's okay. Doesn't matter. All right, so we're going to have that there. Now this says any size or shape, so I'm going to stamp a flower and cut it out. And then this part, 1 1/2 by 3 1/8. So I took a piece of fresh freesia, cut it, and that's going to go right down here. And then this will go, oh wait, no, it's going to go here. And then my flower is going to go on top of it. But look at this embossing folder. That is from the Bouquet of Hope. So I took this piece and I put it right up in the tippy top corner where it still fit and it didn't encroach on any of this part that's not embossed, that heart shape. Let me get this. I don't know if you can even see it. Oh, yeah, this little heart. Oh, you can see it over here where it doesn't emboss it. So just use the bits around, and I got that. So let's go ahead and glue. So all I'm doing is gluing this stuff on, and then I'm going to stamp a hydrangea and cut it out. I really like these checks. There's so many check prints in this paper. And this was the same piece, just the opposite side. All right, let's get this on. So again, 4 by 5 1/4. And then we're going to layer these. And I was just thinking last week, I picked this because I haven't used this hydrangea set in a really long time. And I was actually, ooh, that's crooked. I was actually surprised that it was not on the retired list. All right, more glue. Because sometimes that happens for me, that I use something once. Like actually the Art and Bloom. I think I've only used that once or maybe 3 times. Ugh, and that still looks a little bit wonky. Ugh, I'm gonna have to live with it. The Art and Bloom, I feel like I hardly use that enough. So this I'm putting right in the center, or center-ish, as close as I can get it. And then we're gonna glue this down. And so it looks here, so see it's coming from the complete, like this side. So I'm going to do it just to the edge of my designer paper. Sometimes I want it to go all the way over, but not right now. Executive decision. All right, let's put our white on the inside. Now, Mom, I know if you're still watching, you know I always make you a hydrangea card for your birthday, but that's not what this is. So, but you can certainly have this one if you decide you like it. But it's not your birthday card. That's way too early to be making that. All right, now let's stamp in our any shape or size. So I'm going to take a scrap and hydrangea stamps, and I'm going to use fresh freesia. And well, you know what? I might as well use soft succulent because that's one of the in colors that goes with it. But these other colors, so it looks like we've got the freesia, Highland Heather, looks like magenta or probably polished pink, pale papaya, maybe so saffron. I could read the back of the package. Sue, please message me your address. You're not talking about me. Oh, Andy's online. Hey, Andy, how are you? We haven't heard from you in a minute. Yeah, I can't keep up with your address either. Hey, Julie. So let's do this one. We're going to do the outline and then also fill it in. But so let me get this on here. So I don't want to do like a black outline or a dark outline. So what I'm going to do is fresh freesia. And I really should be using my stamp positioner for this. But I'm going to eyeball it because I want to ink up just the hydrangea part with the fresh freesia. And then the leaves and the stem with the soft succulent. So I'm just turning it so I can see. And it's going to be good enough. But yeah, I should use the Stamparatus. Okay. Ooh, I like it. All right, now let's wipe this off. And I'll put this back. Yeah, so this is the inspiration I need to use some of these sets that I haven't touched in a while. Now let's add in the color inners for the overlay. So I've got that, and then I need the leaves. And I'm actually going to bring in my piece of foam for these because I want to stamp off. Let's do this. Actually, that doesn't look so bad. All right, not stamping off. Let's stamp this. And it goes over it, over the images. That's okay because we're going to cut it out anyway. All right, wipe this. Get our greeting. Or put this back. And then we'll do this one. I think this is the one that I've had trouble before where I should have used a mat. Let me stamp and see. Nope, that looks pretty good. All right, now I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to this because this blob is bigger than this. So I'm just going to go over it. And it's going to get cut out anyway. Ooh, nice. Okay. So now I'm going to bring up my little mini cut and emboss, which, as you know, is part of the sale. What is it, 20% off? All right, let's get these out of the way. And here's our sketch. So again, see how we're going here? And then my any shape is going to be this. Okay. Gotta knock all the crud off of this. Okay. So I did bring my cut plates, and the dies. All right, so we've got, I want this big solid one. And, ooh, I should cut out a little, because what are we going to stamp on here? This can be thank you, love you. I'll cut this out. All right, I am going to have to cut it sideways, though, so this fits. All right, so let's do this. And I am going to use a little bit of Post-it tape. Oops, Post-it note tape. Actually, let me hold this up and tape it down. Just eyeballing that. All right. And then that other little die, is that going to fit there? Nope, I'll have to run that through a second time. Okay, let's crank this through. So Dave's downstairs making a pork roast. Toni, do you just wipe down stamps or also wash them under the water after the video's done? So I just wipe them down. And then, you know how they get like gunky and sticky, like the photopolymer ones? It seems like maybe once a year, like not very often. When they're so sticky that they won't stay on the blocks anymore, then I take them downstairs and I wash them. And I make sure I have like a bowl that I'm washing them in because they are slippery, as you know, and they will easily get lost. Now, where'd that other die? Oh, here we go. Let's do this. Yeah, that'll work. But yeah, for right now, I just wipe them with the water, with the chamois. Do you wash them every time yourself? If I had to go and wash something every time, I would never use them because that's just not something I do. All right, I'm putting that down there. Oh, but I was saying Dave's downstairs cooking a pork roast, pork tenderloin or something. So for the Instant Pot, he found all these recipes that said that you only needed to cook it for like 3 minutes. Cindy, why do you use a matte when stamping? So sometimes with the more solid stamps, like maybe like this one, it won't. Well, this is not a good example because this is a distinctive set anyway, so it's got some shading in it. But sometimes you'll see that it won't get a good impression in the middle. So you need like foam, and it's only with the photopolymers. So the red rubber, it has the foam already built into the stamp. So that gives it pressure. You know, we push down, you get pressure. The photopolymers that I just put everything away, they don't have that. So you just need, and it's not all of them. It's hit or miss, Cindy, really. Like you'll know when you need a piece of foam. If you're not getting a good impression, you need foam. That's the general thing. Now, I don't like how this has more white than I was expecting. So I'm going to bring back those colors and sponges, ink blending things. All right. And I'm just going to hit the edges of all of it. But yeah, I can smell him cooking this pork roast downstairs, and it smells good. But all the recipes he found said like you only had to cook it for 3 minutes in the 3 minutes in that Instapot, and neither one of us really believed it. That's just not really enough time. I mean, you would think. What do we know, right? All right, now this, I'm going to hit the edges of this too because I might as well. I didn't want any white here, so I'm going to go around and just cover up those white bits. And there we go. Okay. I like that. Now, I think what I'm gonna like it even more if I add a little bit of Wink of Stella. All right, let's clean these good enough. And let's bring back our card. So we've got our this. Here's our layout, our sketch, and our any size shape is the hydrangea. And so I want to put a little tag. Ooh, and I just realized, so I've got a little bit of the ribbon, a purple ribbon. I can put tie a little knot through there and stamp. Mom, are you still here? If so, write a comment. Are you even watching on your computer or your TV? I can do thank you, with love. Let's do with love. Okay. So I need a teeny tiny little block. This is going to have to do. With love. And I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do that in Highland Heather because I want it to be a little bit darker. The Fresh Freesia, I feel like, is just a little light. Okay, yep, that's going to work. So let me just put that closer to my face. Nice. Wipe, wipe, wipe. Ooh. All right, let's put this back. And then I can fish this through, and I'm just going to tie this like in a little knot. So let's fish that through. Oops. Butterfingers. Okay. And then I saved the best sketch. Well, not the best, but it's my favorite out of these ones that I picked because it's actually a twofer. We're going to cut our pieces and then we get 2 cards out of it. All right. Ooh, I like that. So just like a once tie, not even like tying your shoes. So let's do snip, snip. Cute, cute, cute. Or pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, I said Winkastella on this, all right? So I'm gonna shake, shake, shake. I'm gonna do, actually, you know what? Let me put my dimensionals on first. And then I can do the Winkastella when it's popped up. All right, let's do some of these. Trying to use up some of these side bits. Let's do that and that. And then this. Okay, no saggy bits, right? Yeah, Julia, I like this flower too. I got it because my mom likes hydrangeas, and then I haven't used it hardly enough. And she's got hydrangeas in her yard, which they have. I think they've changed colors over the years. I know they change color, like it depends on the soil. All right, I want this at a jaunty angle. I like that. And then we're going to pop this up. And then add some Winkastella. Oh, you know what I just realized? Another thing that is retiring, which I'm kind of surprised, is the in color gems. That, I mean, we were all so hot to get them, and they were on back order at the beginning of the year. Doot, doot, doot. Oh, and the doilies are going. So these things, I'm going to have to use some of those. Actually, I'm going to use some of these green ones too. So yeah, Winkastella. Let's do this all over. So I'm just pouncing, and this does pick up the color. Like if you do this a lot, it will pull up your color. So if you're doing something in like real red or Mary Merlot, garden green, anything, and the blues especially. And I have seen people using these as watercolor brushes, and then it's just shimmery. Ooh, I like this. I like it, like it, like it. All right, let's use these gems. So I've got 2 soft succulent, 1 evergreen, and 1 purple one. Fresh freesia. So let's use all of these. And then I can get another purple one out of the new pack. So let's put this down here. Green. And then green. Up here. And then purple. Oh, I feel like I want to do that one down here. And then another purple one like right here. And I actually have to check my phone. I had to plug it in. I don't see any bad messages, so I think we're fine. All right, I want a big purple one. Right there. I love, love, love all the blingy blingy. That's really good. I like that. Okay, so that is our sketch 20. And again, go to the blog. It is a great resource every month. Oh, and by the way, so there's a challenge. We call it the sketch challenge of the month. So like this is sketch challenge 20. For the whole month, anybody that submits, they have a Facebook group, and then there's an album in it. So if you make your holiday cards and submit it to their album, they have a prize like every month. They draw for something. Like there's companies that donate things, or Crystal, the girl that runs it, she'll pull something new like from her stash. It's definitely worth checking them out. Okay, next one. Yeah, I love that. I know my mom's going to love it too. That's all right, art gallery. I want to use this because, again, I haven't used it in a while. Let's put this down here. So this sketch 19, I think this was last month's. So this, we're going to have the card base, and then we're going to have diagonal pieces. So you don't have to get caught up in these measurements. How this says 1 3/4 and this says 2. It's just the general idea that we want to like cut it at an angle and then we'll have any shape here. So any shape in this case is going to be some flowers. So again with the flowers, but I have a lot of them. You know, I read some feedback. I don't know where I saw it yesterday. Maybe it was on the demonstrator group that there were some complaints that there's so many flowers in the catalog. And I mean, all I got to say is it's flowers sell. So of course they're going to have a lot of flowers in the catalog. I mean, that's why they take things out, is because they're not selling. So they're going to keep stuff in that is selling. And we're a sucker. We keep buying them. So that's that. All right. So we're going to do Evening Evergreen. So when I said this one was one of my favorites because it's a twofer, because I'm going to use 2 different pieces of designer paper, cut them at the same time so that they are both at the same angle, and then switcheroo the patterns. So this is again from the pansy pack. So I'm going to do these leaves and the diagonal, or the stripes. So I've got 2 Evening Evergreen card bases, 5.5 by 8.5. These for some reason look a little wonky, but I'm sure that's just my eyeballs. Okay. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one for the Christmas one too. But this is just, I like it. Now, I took some liberties also. So there is no matting layer here, but I wanted that. So I cut my soft succulent at 4 by 5.25. And then my designer papers, I trimmed down to 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Okay. So that here we can see I would have a very skinny border for both. Okay. So what we do, take them together, tap them so they're perfectly straight, and I'm going to get my cutter and I'm just going to cut at an angle, and I'm not measuring. So again, the sketch is just a guide. It is not a end all be all. All right, that's going to be good enough. It's just angles, so we get the 2 different pieces. All right, so now let's see here. We've got our 2 bottom pieces, and then we're just going to switch our top pieces and then glue them on my soft succulent. And they both look good. So the only thing I paid attention to this one was I wanted the stripes to go up and down. All right, so let's glue this. I'm going to have to add some more glue to this one. Here we go. Now, if you wanted to add ribbon at the diagonal, you could do that. I, right now, am not going to. All right, so I'm just concentrating on eyeballing, getting that 1/8 of an inch border. And if I'm off, I'm just going to trim the cardstock. Nope, that's going to work perfectly. So just take 2 different patterns and cut them at the same time, and they will fit perfectly. Perfect puzzle pieces. All right, let's get this in here. Nice. Ooh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so that's going to go there. I'm digging this already. Actually, let's just glue it down, because I'm going to stamp and cut the flowers and pop those up, much like I did the on the hydrangea card. All right. Now, the fact that art gallery, that the leaves are different, I don't care, you know. Yeah, most people do like flowers and scenery and people. So the people ones, I'm not really a fan of the people stamps. I mean, it's just coloring them. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of them. That's why I gave that one that we got at our online convention last year. I gave that one away. That Special Moments or whatever. Was it Special Moments? Not Special Moments. The one that had the people in it, like the watercolor, the ladies like looking out the window. I know Gail's done a lot with it, but she does good coloring. So yeah, the people ones, eh. And the scenes, I like them and I get all the stuff, and then I don't always use them enough. But there's a lot of that with me. So, but I do like the scene ones. I just saw something on one of the Facebook groups where people sell old stuff, and it was God, it was a scene that it made it seem like it was in the desert or something. There was cactus and something else, and I forget what it was. Some kind of wild, maybe Wild West scenes. I don't know. But I actually thought, man, I wish I still had that one. But that had to be from over 10 years ago. All right, we've got these down. I like them. I like when we can stamp scenes out of stuff that was maybe not intended for it. Like, you know, outside the box. I love that kind of stuff. All right, I got to get this pin in there. Now let's do a little stamping. Oh, no, wait, these are for our insides. You know what? I'm going to put those in a minute. I want to do my stamping first. And where's my scratch paper? Oh, right here. So it looks like I think I'll need about that much. And I do just hack off like what I need. I do keep a little, I keep some scraps, but especially white. I go through it so much that I don't save a ton of it. All right, so we're going to do this. And I want to add, I want to do pinks for this. Just because I like it. So we're going to do pink. Let me do pink polish and magenta madness. We're going to see how that works. All right, so we'll do our pink polish. Polished pink. So this, you want, when you do 2 steps, you want the lighter color to be your base. Ooh, I like it. All right, let's clean this off. I love 2-step stamps. Ooh, I'm very excited about the paper pumpkin, the one that we got just like in this past week with that big flower set. I think, well, I showed it last week after, and I let people log off if you didn't want to see it, like surprise. But I really like it. All right, now, actually, I need this closer to my face so I can see where to line it up. Ooh, I like that. I like that together. Okay. Very nice. I am going to see, sad to see Magenta Madness going away also. That one I have enjoyed. I was really surprised we didn't have like an orange or a yellow. Rose Carey, your paper pumpkin hasn't shipped yet. Oh, well, you know what? I had posted that thing. You're probably stuck in that batch that they're still waiting on pieces and parts for it, right? I mean, that sucks, but ugh. All right, leaves. Let's do this. And then the greeting, I definitely need birthday cards because so far I have missed every birthday in March that I have. And you know what? I'm just going to cut the labels out from that. I'm not going to stamp it and then, normally, you know, I would stamp and then cut. But this time I'm just going to cut these labels. All right, is this even going to fit? Nope. I need this one. Boop. All right, so we need that. And I need to stamp 2 leaves. And then we'll be good to go. And you know what? I probably should have done 2 different colors of the flowers so we could get a variety, but it is what it is. All right, so soft succulent or evening evergreen. I'm thinking evening evergreen. Oh, you know what we've had lately in our yard is deer tracks. They are coming right up to the front door and eating the azaleas that we have that are like right in front of the house. I'm like, you suckers. I mean, their hoof prints like take divots of grass and dirt out of the yard. Not that I care much because we're not like big fans of the yard stuff. But when I come home, I'm like, who's been walking in our yard? Is it those dang kids? I'm kidding. Or am I? All right, let's cut these out. And actually, I'm going to cut one out because the cards are going to be the same. And then when I do pictures, we'll get it all because I can smell that roast. It's almost done. You had to cook it for the 3 minutes and then let it sit for 10 minutes. And now I smell it and I want it. All right, where's my little bit of tape? My Post-it note tape, which I love this stuff. All right, let's put that there. Oops. There we go. Oh, now for everybody who has not seen the catalog, you can smell it too. For everybody who's not seen the catalog yet, be warned. I mean, they told us, I don't know, a month or so ago that prices were going to go up. In addition to the fact that shipping has gone up, like cardstock is going to be maybe $9. I'd have to look again, but ink pads are $8 in the new catalog. What was it? Something else that I was surprised at. So like I'm going to order a bunch of white because I go through it a lot. And the white thick, like that didn't go up as much. Oh, designer series papers are going up. So I am going to have a paper share. Gail and Sue and I are working on that this weekend. But like the designer papers right now, they're $11.50 normally. They're going up to $12. The specialties are staying at like $15. But that seems like a big chunk, a big hike. But yeah, the ink pads, I think now they're $7.50 and they're going to be $8. Blends, I'm surprised, are still staying at $9. All right. I mean, I know they said it's coming, but it's different when you actually see it and you're like, oh man, they were serious. All right, now I need this. So I need a little piece of white. All right, and I have none. Where did that go? Oh, here we go. Yeah, he had to go to a bunch of different stores today to find cranberries for the like to the sauce for the thing. He wanted to do like cranberry sauce or something. So anyway, 4 grocery stores later, like nobody has cranberries. And I told him spring just started on Sunday. That's a wintertime thing. But even the cranberry juice, like he had a hard time finding. But we like cranberry sauce year round. Because it's good. And we are a whole berry family here, not the jelly. But I'm not going to shame anyone if you like the jelly. That's, you do you. But we prefer the jelly. All right, so let's go with this one. And like I said, before, when I take my pictures, I will add both of these. I mean, I'll finish both of these. Ooh, I like it. Now, I feel like that really needs something. Like another die cut or something. So let's do, I want to attach this with a little glue dot. I'm thinking a doily is going to need to go behind there. Just because it is too plain. And you'll see what I mean. Let me get this on here. All right, I want that like that. But just to have that and the greeting, Plain Jane. Let's stamp. I'm going to stamp this in the magenta because I want it to stick out more. And where did I put that happy birthday stamp? Did anybody see? Oh, it's right here. Oh my God, you guys. All right, happy birthday in the Magenta Madness. So inks like Magenta Madness, Real Red, dark purples, they really do stain your photopolymer stamps. But it's just one of those that you gotta get over it, right? All right, let's put this here, get all this out of the way. I'm gonna need a little bit of, I have pink polished ribbon. I do not have magenta ribbon, so that's gonna have to do. But let's do a doily and see if that'll fill in that space a little bit. And I feel like I just had those out. Ooh, I could add some butterflies too. Ugh. Or no, bees. The bee trinkets. Oh, here we go. Okay. So let's pull one of these out. And this will just like break it up a little bit. Add a little bit of interest so it's not quite so boring. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this is going to go at an angle as well. Let's do this. So I'm going to put glue here and like here because I know that's going to get covered up with the flower. So I'm just going to put it right on here. All right, good enough. Oops. And then we're going to pop this flower up. Add a little bit of ribbon. Did I use all of my dimensionals? I don't think I did. Here we go. Okay. So you found it at Walmart, the jellied? Poo-poo on that. But yeah, seems like if it's out of season, sometimes it's hard to find. So we don't eat it just at the holidays. Like I said, we likes it. So yeah, reminder for everybody else that got here whenever. Sunday, free Zoom. Email me, ToniStamps@yahoo.com if you want to hang out. It's just for a couple hours. 1 o'clock Eastern time to, ooh, that didn't peel up right. 1 to 4 this Sunday. And you work on whatever you want to work on. Can you use frozen cranberries? Yeah, sure you could. But we didn't have any of those either, Julie. He has gotten those because he'll make like cranberry relish from scratch. And you know, when it's off season, gotta use those. But yeah, he couldn't find any of them anywhere. Ooh, I like this. All right, let's put this here. So I need the, I feel like these are going to be too big. Ooh, let's do this, the very edge. Yep. So yeah, Zoom this Sunday. Email me if you want to join. And it's very casual. I'm probably still going to be in my pajamas because it's Sunday and I don't like to leave the house or like get ready, you know, get dolled up on a Sunday. So you're probably going to see a crooked ponytail. And I will put a bra on. So let's say that. So it won't be totally pajamas. But it will definitely be casual. All right, let's do. And again, let's do the same thing. Like add just a little bit of, just a little knot of this ribbon. So this is the polished pink. And let's see, cut that like that at a jaunty angle. Yep. Ooh, yeah, I like this. Okay. I could have done the green ribbon too, but I really think I like the pink better. It really pops. So let's get this out of the way. Fresh sheet of glue dots, courtesy of Paper Pumpkin. I love how many of those they give you. All right, let's put this here. Oops, that was too many. I only needed one. So I'm just going to ball them up together. There they go, right there. Cute, 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 cute. I should say pretty, pretty, pretty. But I want some bling too. Let's add some bling. Iridescent rhinestones. Am I right, girls? I think I used up a whole pack of those already. Ooh, I forgot I had these pastel pearls. I could have used those on the hydrangea card, but that's fine. All right, soft succulent. So again, I could use these too. You know what? Let's use those. Iridescent rhinestones can come back for another way. Ooh, how about this? Hi, Peg. How we have iridescent rhinestones. There's also iridescent pearls in the next catalog. Very excited about that. All right, let's do green and then this green, and then we'll do a pink. And then up here, we'll do another. Let's do a big pink up here, and then a big dark green. Nice. So we have 5 gems. I feel like I could do 2 more, couldn't I, Rose? That would do it. All right, 1 more. 1 there. Excuse me. And then 1 there. Okay. I am happy with it. So yeah, the doily, it shows up better in real life. Oh, actually, I'm looking at the camera. You can see it. It definitely breaks it up some. Otherwise, I think it would just be too plain. All right, look at these embellishments. Oh, sorry. All right, so that was our sketch 19. So let's bring back our other cards. We did the hydrangea. There's a piece of plastic stuck to that. Okay. And then our calypso fish. So when I link this, or when I make the blog post, I'm also going to add the picture of the sketch that I used. Yeah, Rose, the in color gems are tiny. They sure are. Are you saying I should have used more because they're tiny? They're so tiny. Funny. All right, so I'm adding Suke and Marilyn for Crafty Zoom on Sunday. So it's this Sunday at 1 o'clock Eastern. So if anybody else wants to join, thanks, Peg. Let's go back to me. And thanks, Deborah. So yeah, I've got like a list of 5 or 6 of you. So if anybody else wants to join on the Zoom, and it's no pressure. We just work on whatever we want to work on. Yeah, it's 3 hours. We meet people and we chit chat. So nothing. It's not high maintenance at all. Yes, Rose, you are joining the Zoom for sure. Because you told me that. Like, you tried to join it, what, a week or so ago when it was the wrong day. All right. I will catch you guys. Next week, I'm definitely doing Cactus Cuties because I have not used that at all except for my class. And it is not carrying over. Boo. So the Ladybug bundle, the Ladybug stamps, and hey, Renee. Yes, Renee, you will see me on Sunday. I'm sending the email out Saturday night with the link, with the Zoom link. But the Ladybug bundle, the Ladybug stamps and punch is carrying over to the new catalog, but not at the bundle price. So if you want to get it now and save 10%. But yeah, Cactus Cuties, boo, it's not continuing over. So I'm going to use it next week. Okay. That's it. We will catch Sue tomorrow, and then Gail should be on Sunday. So I will see you guys next Thursday. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.